Hey guys, it's Christy, and welcome to another installment of The Secret Life of a Science Major. If you're noticing that I'm not in my usual domain, you're right, because I went back to school. Yay! I apologize for my overall appearance, but for those of you that don't know, this is what college looks like. It doesn't get any better than this. I know, I was once one of you guys. I got up every morning and I made sure I looked presentable to go to high school, but that doesn't happen anymore in college, so accept it now. This video is going to be all about, are you ready? Drum roll. 10 things you need to learn before you go to college. I know it's just after Christmas and some of you have just made your decisions on what school you're going to go to, so I figured it'd be a good time to give you a little bit of the things that I've learned from my first semester in college, and I've compiled them into a list of 10 things. The first one on the list is, you might have guessed it, laundry. Mom's not there anymore. If you guys don't know how to do it, you absolutely need to learn, because you don't want to end up, especially you guys, you don't want to end up with any white shirts that become pink. Not that pink is a bad color, but I know you don't want that to happen. So you absolutely 100% need to learn how to do laundry. The next one is really big because I had to learn this myself. When you go to college, it's very different from anything you've probably ever done in your life. No one is going to spoon feed you the information. So, in that instance, you need to learn how to ask for help, because there's just no way that you're going to sit down in a class and understand everything. You're not spoon fed anymore. The next one is, especially if you're going to be leaving home and moving to a dorm, which you see me in now. You need to be organized, because you have a very, very limited space for a lot of books. Let me tell you, books are awful. They really, really are. They're big, they're heavy, and they're expensive. Believe me. Especially as a science major, my science books are about this big, and they're about like $450. So, yeah, be organized. Save yourself from the impending mess. You really, really need to learn how to study. They don't teach you this in high school, and if you don't already know, you need to learn, because, like me, again, you're not going to be able to, the day before a test or, an hour before a test, skim over your information, go and take that test and get a good grade. It's not going to work. You actually need to study. You need to sit down for days before the test and review what you're doing. Otherwise, it's not going to be pretty. Believe me. You want to know what I got on my first chemistry test as a biochem major? A whopping 34. So that's your wake-up call. Take it from me. Don't get the wake-up call the way I did. Take it from me, please. Time management. Even though you only will sometimes have 3 classes in a day, spread out at all times of the day, or 5 classes total like I have, you are gonna get hammered with a tremendous amount of work. Believe me. Take it from me. Again, learn from my mistakes. You need to manage your time. Where I go to school, they tell you that however many credits the course is, you need to study twice that. I screwed that up. You need to study 2 hours per every credit. So if you're taking a 5-credit science course, like most of my science courses are, you need to study 10 hours in a week, just for that class. I'm taking 18 credits this semester. That's a lot of hours of studying in a week. So, use your time wisely. if you don't already know this, I'm not picking on anybody, but I know it's a very scary thing, especially for people that are body conscious. When you come to college, it's a very different type of situation with food. Food is available to you 24/7, and it's whatever you want usually, and it's very much cafeteria style food. If you happen to go to a university like I do, where the food is very varied and very, well prepared, it makes it 10 times harder because the food's good. So learn how to control what you eat, otherwise you're going to gain weight, and some of you are not going to like that. If you're okay with your eating habits, then you should be fine. Just don't walk into your university center or wherever your food is and just have your eyes pop out of your head because there's so much food all the time. So learn how to proportion yourself to what you want your body to maintain during college, because I'll tell you a couple things. One, stress is going to kill you, and you're going to want to eat because you're stressed, and you're not going to want a salad because you're stressed. You're going to want, give me all the french fries that you have in the cafeteria now because you're stressed. So learn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I'm good at counting. You need to learn how to accept yourself. If you come to college and you're not comfortable with who you are, then you're going to have a hard time. College is a time for you to grow and become more of who you are. A lot of your high school years are spent figuring out, how your attitudes and opinions towards things, and how you feel about things that go on around you, what you like, what you don't like, your personal preferences of, people who you want to be around, how you learn, professor, teachers, everything. So you need to come to college knowing that you are secure in who you are, because once you're secure in who you are, it makes it easier to open up and be friends with people, get to know your professors, be comfortable in asking for help and all those things, because you're not just going to walk into college and be like, advanced calculus, I get this. It's not going to happen. Trust me. Number 8 is to make friends. Make friends, make friends, make friends. Get involved. College is going to be awful for you if you go through college and don't make friends. You're not going to have, depending on your major, a tremendous amount of downtime. But when you do, you can't sit in your dorm by yourself. Because number 1, that's how you eat your feelings. And number 2, it's just going to make you miserable. You need to get out and get involved. Like, I'm involved in a shit ton of stuff, and I have so many friends, not to toot my own horn, which it sounds like that's what I'm doing, but friends make it easier. Friends are who you can go and talk to when you're having an awful day, and friends are who you can ask for help with, if they're in the same classes. Make friends. It's extremely important. Number 9, learn how to budget your money. If you have a job, if you want a job, if you're going to get a job, which hopefully we all are, learn how to budget your money. If your university that you've chosen or that you're looking at is anything like mine, what they'll do is they'll give you this pretty little card, and this has all of either your dining dollars, your flex dollars. I know at different universities they call them different things, but where I go to school, it's called flex. What you have, and you also have a meal plan. Use your meals for dinner. I recommend that because in my university you get the most food for dinner when you're most hungry. But other than that, you get a certain amount of flex dollars per semester. In my university, they don't roll over. So budget them, use them accordingly, because you don't want to have a lot of them left over at the end of the semester and lose them, Or B, you don't want to have enough to get you through the whole semester. Because that would suck, because then you can't eat and you have to pay cash. And everyone knows paying cash is yucky, because we're college students and we're all poor, so let's accept it. Last thing, number 10 on the list, is to have fun. Yes, you're here to learn. Yes, you're here to better yourself. Yes, you're here to eventually venture forth out into the real world, which is a very scary notion, but you can't do that unless you have a little bit of fun throughout the way. The friends and the experiences that you have here will last a lifetime. I guarantee you that. So you need to have fun and get involved. Play sports, join clubs, better yourself, have some fun, but don't be a juvenile delinquent because you go to jail. Don't go to jail. That's pretty much it for what I had for you guys, and for all 3 of my subscribers, I know who you are, so spread the word, and, you know, tell your grandma, tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your dog, I don't care who you tell. Spread the word. You know, let's get me some more subscribers, because I want to help people. That's why I am being. It's why I exist. As I awkwardly touch my face. So, another thing I wanted to ask you guys is, I know a bunch of other YouTube channels have, like, names for their subscribers. Like, if you're a fan of PewDiePie, like I am, you're a bro. Or if you're, you know, if you subscribe to the Swamp Family and you watch Graveyard Girl like I do, you become part of the Swamp Family and give an alligator its wangs. So, give me an idea. Post it in the comments and give me an idea. But other than that, I'll try and get another one up for you next week if I don't get bombarded with homework, which will probably make me cry many tears. So, wish me luck, and I'll see you guys next week.